Hi everyone, this is Emily and I wanted to do a quick video to show you all, and this is also for my patients, how to do self-injections, subcutaneous injections at home, because I have a lot of patients that come in for weight loss medications and home vitamins injections that they need to self-inject at home, especially if you don't want to come to the office weekly, for your injections. So most patients get education, they go home and they self-inject just like you would do if someone that was diabetic on insulin, you self-inject at home. So this is going to be a quick video that I can share with them, and also if anyone is interested to know how to self-inject their medications at home, this is going to be for subcutaneous injections only, okay? Alrighty. So we start up, this is gonna be the sample or what I'm gonna use. Of course you have your needle. This is an insulin needle. So this is the 100 unit needles. Most patients medications are dosed in units, but if yours is dosed in mLs or milliliters, definitely buy the ones that says milliliters on it, mL. So be careful about that, because you have to pay attention so you don't get the wrong dose injected. So these are units, and medications are dosed in units. Some are dosed in mL. So look at the needle to make sure you don't overdose and underdose yourself. I also have alcohol wipes, alcohol pads. You can get this from Walmart, CVS, wherever you order your medications. They will give you alcohol pads. In the office, I give my patients alcohol pads. I use gloves. Of course, if you're at home and you're self-injecting on yourself, you probably don't need gloves, but because will be injecting to patients, definitely use gloves, and also always wash your hands before you start any medication self-injections. So for this education purposes, we're going to use hand sanitizer, alcohol-based hand sanitizer. So you start off washing your hands or cleaning your hands, and then I get a pair of gloves if I was to do this in the office for my patients. So this is what I would do. But of course, if you're at home, you don't necessarily need gloves, as long as you wash your hands in the beginning and you self-injecting. So look at your medications, make sure the right medicine that you're going to be injecting, make sure it hasn't expired, look at the expiration date before you start. And again, most of the weight loss medications are stored in the refrigerator, so make sure you follow medication storage recommendations. Sometimes they're written on the actual medication itself, or your pharmacist will tell you. And of course, if you are in my office, I will let you know if your medications need to be stored in the refrigerator or not. So the first thing you would do, I do have two alcohol wipes. One is to clean the site of the injection, and one is to clean the medication. So you will start off by cleaning your medication, whether it is the first use or the second or third use. Always clean the top of your medication before you start. So once you do that, you let it air dry for about 30 seconds before you inject your needle. So we're gonna say this patient was supposed to get 40 units of whatever that medication was. So we're gonna start up, you take out the the cover of the needle, as you can see. So we're gonna pull in 40 units of air. So we're gonna start off by pulling 40 units. I don't know if you guys can see that. Make sure the black tip is exactly where it needs to be. 40 units. And by this time, your medication is ready to be pulled through, or also don't touch the top with your hands or fingers again. So we're gonna go ahead and insert the needle, flip the medication over, inject the 40 units of air that you had pulled or aspirated before, and now just this helps repurpose or how do I explain this? Reduce the pressure, adjust the pressure in the valve as you aspirate your medication. So you're gonna go ahead now and aspirate your 40 units of medication, whatever that medication was that you were supposed to be getting, through your needles. Be mindful of the air bubbles. Sometimes I might pull a little bit more just to give room so I can get rid of those air bubbles. So you have now 40 units. So once that is done, you just look to make sure there are no air bubbles. And there you go. So when this is done, this is what you have. 40 units exactly at the line. Then you know you have the right medication. So you will go ahead at this point, you will get the second alcohol pad. You're gonna, open it, get the pad, and you'll be ready to self-inject. Most patients like I always call it the love handles. Pinch it, clean it, drop it, and then you can go ahead and self-inject. So that's what I do to my patient, and that's also how I teach them to self-inject at home. All right, once you're all done, the needles, you can't just throw in your trash or any container. You need to get a very, either you bring it back to the office and your provider can drop in one of these needle disposable containers. Or if you're at home, you can get sometimes milk bottles, plastic containers that are a little bit harder than your water bottles. You can put it in there and close the caps just so the trash folks or somebody doesn't get punctured, but it's always safe to bring it back in the office and your provider will be able to dispose that for you. All right, so this will be the end of the education. Of course, once you take the gloves out or you finish injecting, always still clean your hand. Wash your hands after that or use the alcohol-based hand sanitizer. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, drop in the comment section and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you.